Hello and welcome. Did you have somebody in the Navy, Lady Lou?
Air Force.
Oh, that's the Air Force. Okay, great. Oh, welcome to the show today. We're really glad that you're here. And, we're really glad that we are here as well. Our daily Reset for Success series is here to help us all reset our lives so we can live a healthier, happier, more creative, and don't forget, prosperous life. And today with me is my co-host, Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe. Good morning, baby boomer babe.
Hi, how are you today, Marian? I shouldn't ask that because you're always wonderful.
Yes, even though I didn't sleep very well last night, which is so unusual for me, I
Yeah.
popped out of bed and went, oh my God. But you're right. For some reason, I'm a morning person and I just love it. And I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm just a happy person in the morning. Now, in the evening, it doesn't mean I'm not happy. It just means that I'm low key. I'm not as bouncy.
Well, we love you in the morning no matter what. And the evening, you're just wonderful too.
Well, today our show is all about the Boomer Connection TV show, and our guest will be here in just a minute. His name is Hiett Ives, and he is a mover and a shaker. He loves connecting people. He's my kind of guy. He really is really interested in not only the boomers, but also he's interested in connecting people together who can help each other. He keeps people informed. He's just a great guy. And so I can't wait for you to meet him. There he is, Mr. Hiett Ives. Hello, Hiett. And so he's going to be working on his audio. So as he's working on his audio, Lady Lou and I are going to talk about the Boomer Connection because we both are involved in it. Lady Lou, tell us a little story about how you got introduced to the Boomer Connection TV show.
I got interviewed?
No, introduced.
Introduced. Oh, excuse me. My ear quit. Well, actually, I guess it was Hiett, and you introduced me to him, and then he introduced both of us to Earl Heard. He is the wonderful man behind Bic Media and Bic. I forgot the whole big name. Anyway, it's a huge organization, and Bic Media has this television series that they're producing locally here in Houston, and it is a fantastic thing because it's for boomers by boomers. So guess what? We folks who are boomers get to be on this show. And they've already had 2 episodes that have aired, and they did a third one that will come out in July of this year. And there's a 4th one in the can, as they say. It will come out probably in August. They haven't released the date yet, but it's on channel 39, CW 39 in Houston. And we're so excited about it because Marian was interviewed in the 3rd or the 4th episode, Marian?
4th.
Oh, so Marian will be in the 4th episode. We're so tickled that she got interviewed for this show. But she's a boomer. She's got her story. And that's what it's about. Stories about boomers who have career, who have maybe travel and make a life out on the road, or whatever boomers do when they do retire from a job, or if they go and find something else like Marian and I do. We don't ever intend to retire from anything. We just keep on finding the next fun thing to do. So tell us a little bit about your experience at the studio, Marian.
Okay. Hiett, can we hear you yet? No. Okay. So he's still working on his sound. And that's okay. We'll just do the show with him smiling at us. Okay. So the Boomer Connection TV show is very interesting to me because when I turn the TV on as a boomer, a lot of times I see, let's face it, a lot of race cars and a lot of a lot of violence.
Oh,
a lot of murders and killings and
these stories.
Police, lots of police stories, lots of stuff going on, or the news. Okay, that's my choice. Unless I go to Netflix and I can control what I do. Oh, and let's not forget about the reality TV now. So,
Oh,
so I think the Boomer Connection TV show is really great because it's based on what we're doing as boomers. So it's
yes.
giving us boomers what we boomers want to see us,
Yeah.
right?
And it gives us a voice so that we can share what we're doing. We're not over the hill yet.
Well,
That may come when we're in our 90s or 100, but not when we're in our 60s and 70s and
hey,
80s even.
I think I hear Hyatt.
Are you there?
You're
Am I
very,
here?
very low, but we can hear you.
All right.
Oh,
Life
there
There
is
you
you
good.
are.
are.
Yay! Oh, wonderful, Hyatt. Thank you
There's
for
Hyatt.
persisting.
Oh, my pleasure. You all have been doing a fantastic job talking about the Boomer Connection, and yeah, it's a great opportunity. So where were we? I sort of cut in here.
Well,
Well,
why don't
Hyatt, go ahead, Lady Lou.
well, Hyatt, why don't you start with how you work into this whole thing? Because we really didn't do a lot of that. We just kind of gave an overview of the TV series.
Sure. Earl Heard and his big business and industry connection is what the BIC stands for. And it's
Oh,
a 37-year-old magazine that he put together, and it's the backbone of BIC Alliance. And one of the offshoots of the BIC Alliance is the BIC Media Solutions, which puts together books, feature films, and this television series. And right about January of this year, we decided to make this a reality. And in early February, we recorded the first 8 seniors. And we had everything from Brett O'Loughlin to Zena Garrison, the tennis pro, to Hank Moore, the Pulitzer Prize author. And then also people that are giving back. John Bird, who's the founder of the Oilfield Christian Fellowship, and another gentleman that has Sailing Angels. So the first 2 episodes broadcast, as you mentioned earlier, on CW 39 and also on Up TV. We got such good feedback from that. We did a second recording of 8 people, and that'll be into 2 episodes. And the first one, which will be, as you said, airing on July the 25th, Saturday, July the 25th, will feature the former head of Shell Oil, John Huffmeister, who now heads up the Citizens for Affordable Energy, Kim Hegwood, who has a law firm that specializes in senior law. This is the only lawyer's office that I've ever walked into where in her foyer she has a stand that has the business cards and promotional material of all the other lawyers that use her for their senior clients.
wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, they're called elder care attorneys, and they specialize in it because they have special needs. A lot of times there's a lot of money involved, and as they get dementia and things like that, people try to take advantage of them. And regular lawyers, I don't mean regular lawyers like they're different type of lawyers, but but a lot of times they don't really understand the needs of the elderly and dementia. And so elder care attorneys are very needed in this world.
yep. And they work closely with groups that deal with Alzheimer's and dementia and Parkinson's and all of the um, uh, frailties that tend to beset the older population. Uh,
Yes.
the final 2 people, a gentleman that is unbelievable. His name is Termite Watkins. And where did he get the nickname Termite? Well, his parents ran one of the largest pest control companies in the city of Houston. And as a young, vibrant young child, he was very pesty, and they nicknamed him Termite, and it stuck. He became a professional boxer. He was on a down card with Muhammad Ali. He went to Iraq as a civil servant. The people in the coalition in Iraq found out his boxing background, and the story of the Jamaican bobsledding team. Well, he put together the Iraqi boxing team for the 2004 Olympics.
Wow.
His latest claim to fame is that he survived 18 days on the ventilator, courtesy COVID.
Oh no.
He's a 65-year-old man going on 50, and so his presentation is going to be fantastic. And then Earl Heard himself, a man that's been to rock bottom and back. So these are the four people that we will have on episode 3, and we're looking for sponsors and advertisers, people that want to get in front of the boomer market. As one of you mentioned a little bit earlier, the senior population watches almost 4 times as much television as any other demographic. And there is precious little programming directed and put together for them. So that's the gap we are filling with Boomer Connection.
It's just beautiful because we still have a lot to offer, even though we're in our senior years. We don't give up. We just keep on trucking and do more and better, and just we've got great ideals, and we have our upbringing where we were responsible. So we don't want to quit any of that. We want to keep on going and contribute.
Well, perfect example is John Huffmeister. When he left Shell Oil, he could have just gone into retirement and just done literally whatever he wanted to do. He chose to start a new company. He started a nonprofit, Citizens for Affordable Energy, and the information that his background being with Shell Oil makes him, infinitely qualified to help solve the problems relative to energy production in all forms, and not only how to produce it, but what to do with the residue from the various types of production. Something that I did not realize, for every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. They built a wind farm, a huge wind farm, near a forest. And, because there was lots of wind up there, and they said this is a great place to put this wind farm. Well, they put the wind farm in. The wind farm worked well, but the forest started to die.
Huh?
Why did the forest start to die? Because all of the wind that used to blow through the trees in the forest and pollinate things and do things that wind does in forest, it wasn't there anymore. So the forest wasn't able to function as it normally functioned.
Oh.
We got into nature's way and for our gain, and ended up causing a problem in another area. So with knowledge like that, John and his people are helping others realize and take into consideration those kinds of negatives or potential results from what appears to be a positive action.
Yeah. Well, did they stop the wind farm?
Well, no, I don't know the down. That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, okay. Because we sure don't want to kill off our forests.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, well, that's fascinating.
Isn't it though? I mean, these are things we're living our daily lives and we don't realize some of the things that are going on. We realize that humans have needs and desires, and sometimes we're stupid and sometimes we're smart. Sometimes we just get in our own way, don't we? We never want to hurt nature. However, with more and more people on this planet, we're trying to figure it out. And so I'm glad that there's people that are out there figuring this out so that we don't harm it any more than we have to. Nobody wants that. So thank you. Okay, so that's your series has had 4 different seasons.
Well, what we're looking to do here is put together a total series. A mini series on television usually is like 6 episodes of something,
Right?
And a full series is 10 to 12 episodes.
Okay.
And the networks and the non-traditional networks, they're called OTT, over the top networks, look to buy a package deal. A package of 6, 10, 12 programs already put together in episodes so that they can then plug it into their schedule.
I see. That's a good idea.
And sell advertising around it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's we are actually working on 2 approaches for funding Boomer Connection. One is to sell the series, and unfortunately, most of the time they want the whole thing complete. So what we're trying to build the series as we go, but we would sell the whole series to one of the environmental networks, one of the senior networks, whatever. The other approach is, and that's the one we're working on right now, is we have produced episode 3. It has 4 5-minute interviews in it, and the balance of the time, 6 or 7 minutes, will be for advertising. Yeah, what was the bell? Who rang the bell? In Toastmaster, I have been taught not to react to things that are happening. But all right, what happened with the bell?
Well, my daddy, years ago when he built this place, the house is so solid that he couldn't hear people come in the driveway. So he put an air hose out to the driveway. So anybody runs over it with their tires, it bings in the hallway. Like they do it. Remember how service stations used to have an air hose? That's what that was.
It always makes me smile every time I hear that sound. I'm like, bing, bing. I'm like,
it only rang. It's supposed to ring twice, so it wasn't a car. My gate's locked, so it must have been my nephew stepping on it, or somebody stepped on it.
or somebody's on a unicycle.
Yeah, or maybe I should go out there and see who's here.
There's always an answer.
Yeah.
So Hiett, who is on your episode of 3? You told us 1 and 2. Who's on 3 now?
Well, no. Yeah, the 4 people that are on episode 3 are Hoffmeister, Kim Hegwood, Termite Watkins, and Earl Heard.
Okay.
I didn't really go into detail on Earl, but of course he is the brains trust behind all of this. He's the 77-year-old entrepreneur. That's almost a contradiction in terms in many people's eyes, but that's he wants to give back, and this is his way of giving back. So
we love Earl. He's got such a big heart.
And we're also obviously looking to get sponsorship for episode 3 and 4, because whoever sponsors episode 3 will be getting sponsorship in episode 4 as well, and that's going to have Dr. Paul Looney, Judy Blake, and she is with Family to Family Network, which is one of those groups that helps people that are dealing with seniors. And Dan Bowden owns a construction company that in lieu of me or you paying $100,000 to a senior citizen home to allow us to come in and spend time with them, he comes into your house and maybe for $20,000-$30,000 upgrades it to where you can stay there.
Yes.
And have all the amenities and so on. So that he has done an extremely good job there. And of course, Marian is going to be the final interviewee on, and we do not have the order pegged just yet. So she may be the first, she may be the last, she may be in between, but we will have four of them, all four of them in episode 4. So
Lovely.
what we are looking for are people, the dentists, the doctors, the accountants, the travel agents, the all of the people that are looking to address or provide their product, their services to the senior market and or the market of the children of the seniors.
True.
If you're 70, 80 years old, chances are you've got a 50, 60-year-old son or daughter who are caring for you, watching over you, helping you, and need assistance. They're not at the age yet that they're thinking about those kinds of things, but now that they're having to do it for their parents, we want to make it easier for them. So our demographic is the 55 to 75 demographic.
Wow. Well, that's so important. I think I'm kind of sure that the figure is right that I'm going to say there are 74 million seniors, boomers, let's call them boomers, from age, they were born from 1946 to 1964. Then you're considered a boomer.
Yep.
And there's 74 million of us. Wow.
And it's increasing by 10,000 a day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, do the math. If there are 74 million now, obviously everybody's having a birthday, so it's literally 10,000 more a day. And that other statistic, while the younger generations, the Gen X's and all of the others, are going to their iPads and their phones and getting everything, all of their information and so on off of that. Seniors spend 4 times as much, and it's almost 4 hours in front of a television set. So unfortunately, too many of the advertisers have chosen to ignore this. The other thing is the seniors control almost 75% of the disposable wealth.
Yes.
Back when we were kids, we looked up to the people that were the presidents and the CEOs and the corporate heads because they had the money. Well, now they've all retired, and guess what? They've taken their money that they earned while they were in management positions. They've now taken that money into their retirement, and they're buying the summer homes, the yachts, the jets, the whatever, and it's so there is a large amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Disposable income, and it's income that they have total control over, and total decision making over. That we're trying to get the RV manufacturers, the destination convention and visitor bureaus, the cruise lines, to say, hey, we need to talk to those people, and the Boomer Connection is a vehicle whereby to do that.
Yes, I believe that.
So if you know of anyone who has a business and they could really help the senior industry, please contact Hiett Ives. And Hiett, tell us how they get a hold of you.
Well, real easy by email. It's Hiett, and I spell it. It's a family spelling. It's Hiett, Hiett at HIETTIVES.com.
How about that? That's easy.
Yeah. If my background were working, you are looking at my green screen behind me. I literally yesterday put together a video that would have all of this information sitting right over my head. The other thing, they can call me at 832-372-6900. That's 832-372.
Hold on. Let me type it as you're writing. Okay, as you're speaking.
372 6900.
6900. Wow, that's an easy one to remember.
I got it when the 832 area code was just being introduced, and I was just buying a phone, and the place I went said, "Hey, they normally just give you the next number available."
Yeah.
They jumped ahead and said, "Let me give you you're starting a new company. Let me give you a business number." So, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that you can ask for a different number if you don't like the one they say you're supposed to get. I have gotten several that were just so easy that it's amazing. The one I used to have in Houston was 713-777-7373. Nobody ever forgot it. So I feel sorry for the guy who got it after I left Houston.
The other thing they can do if they want to look at what the Boomer Connection is all about, they can go to Boomer Connection TV, www.boomerconnection.tv.
Yes. There's a lot of information on that website.
Yes.
Yeah, because Earl Heard will be with us next Thursday at 8:00. We're going to interview him again. And we just love this gentleman. He is so wonderful because he is in it for the seniors. It's money that he's spending out of his own pocket right now. And that's why he's definitely looking for sponsors and advertisers, because he wants to share this with everyone. It's not just for him, it's for all of us boomers. So if you know somebody who would be interested in sponsoring or advertising, it would be a very big deal because this show's going places.
Yep.
I have a question for you, Hiett. This is really interesting because I am a boomer. All my friends are boomers. Well, not all of them. Some of them are over the boomer age and some of them are younger than the boomer age. But I know the needs. I know what we're not ready to slow down. We're ready to maybe retire from the job that we've had all our lives, but we're ready to start doing things and getting out there and being and just, living. We have another good 10, 20, maybe even 30 years of good life. And so what this show to me is showing us that we don't have to slow down, that we have a life after retirement. We have a life, even though we're considered a boomer, and things, the younger generation, I think, is now starting to see that we have value and that we can add value to them and the communities. And it's exciting to me to have a TV show that's interested in not only us, but sharing us with the younger generation.
Definitely.
Well, and giving examples of what people can do. Most of these people, a lot of these people that we've already interviewed, have gone into philanthropic ventures.
Yes.
Dave McCade with the Sailing Angels Foundation, and Marcelo Marini, who started Hispanic television here in Houston. We are giving examples of both what they have done and what they are doing, and the difference they are making, and the difference you and I can make as a senior going forward like them. I mean, yes. Earl is a perfect example. I mean, he says, I am a 77-year-old entrepreneur. He also says, I know I ain't going to be here, forever. So I want to turn over what I'm doing to somebody else. I want to inspire others younger than my active 77 years on this planet. So that, and I mean, he's turning some of that over to me. I'm 72. Yeah, he is, but we want to jump down and give this to the 40s and 50-year-olds, and the 20 and 30-year-olds, because that 40 or 50-year-old or that 50-year-old son or daughter sees what somebody is doing in either philanthropically or starting up another business like John Huffmeister did. They can turn to their 30, 20 and 30 and 40-year-old children and say, hey, if you think you're stuck in a job, get out of it and do something else.
Do what you love. That's
Yep.
the best part. Well, gosh, our time is gone again, Ives. Hiett. I keep calling him Ives. I don't know why.
It works.
Anyway, it works. You're still Ives, right? Anyway, we thank you so much for being here today and helping us all understand more about the Boomer Connection TV series.
All right, and I'm looking at the phone number. You've taken the middle three numbers out: 832-372-69. I'm also a marketing person, so if I want people to get in touch with me, I got to give them the right.
Oh, good one, Marian. Good one. But anyway, we thank all of you for being here. Marian is very good on her technology. It just slipped by her, and it happens. And thank you again, Hives.
Hi.
What's up with that? I've never known anybody named Ives.
Let's befuddle this. Let's just befuddle this whole thing, ladies.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we thank our audience for being here too on our daily Reset for Success show. So we'll see you later on down the road. Bye-bye.
And remember, create a fantastic day for yourself. I know you can. I have every faith. Bye for now.